Hi, yes, I'm Christina, and I was diagnosed very unexpectedly with arrhythmogenic cardiomyopathy about 18 months ago. It's a genetic heart muscle condition where the cells in the heart don't bind together properly due to, in my case, mutations in my gene, which leads to weakening of the heart walls, and it affects the ability of my heart. So I have heart failure with it as well. So for me, a key part of it is that I've always been an incredibly active person. And so it's been really, really difficult to find that I can do less, both because of the weakening of my heart, but also because exercise is a trigger for this. So that's created a huge amount of anxiety and also really doubting my ability to do things and what's safe. I've also had a lot of anxiety around the future and what that would hold, what the trajectory of my illness would be, and then just dealing with the impact on my life and not being able to do the things I could do before day to day, both because of the worries around it, but also because of things like fatigue. Lots of feelings around kind of relationships. It's a huge part of my life now. So trying to manage that and then manage the day to day. But also ensure that I'm still very present in my day to day in terms of relationships, and I have children, so parenting and all that has been really hard. And then also because it is a genetic condition, I've had a lot of worries around the wider family and in particular with children, what it means for them. So when I was originally diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, I was really fortunate that very soon after my diagnosis, one of the cardiologists suggested that I contacted Cardiomyopathy UK to access information and support from them. So I had spoken to the nurses and joined some of the groups. And then through one of the mailings, I received information about the program. Didn't really know much about it at all, but there was information on what it was. And I thought it sounded like it could be really helpful in terms of dealing with the emotions and the worries I had around it. When I was offered a place, I was actually just finishing CBT that I had access through the NHS. And so I spoke to my counselor about it. He said she thought it'd be an absolutely brilliant idea because we'd done a lot of work around tools for dealing with the anxiety, but I felt kind of really stuck about the ability to do things. And also there was still a lot around the acceptance of it. And she was saying that it was an absolutely brilliant program that's not available all that often, and it's a really good way of really focusing on the acceptance piece and then moving forward in terms of trying to do more things. I view it very much as a program to support the people taking part, really to do what it says, which is to focus on having greater acceptance of in this case, a long-term condition of cardiomyopathy, and really focusing on what we can control and what we can't, and accepting those elements. So I can't change the fact that I have cardiomyopathy, and so that's really about accepting it and then moving forward with thinking about how I could really practically address the key aspects of my life. And kind of come to just a greater acceptance of it all to then be able to move forward and do more day to day, whatever that might look like. Yeah, so following the program, I've been working with a team at Cardiomyopathy UK and other volunteers to help in shaping it, in particular around the materials. So it was decided that the participants would get a resource pack. The sessions in themselves are really full. There's a lot of information. And also one of the things that was so valuable was just hearing from everybody else in the program. So it's really difficult to fit all that in. So the charity made a decision to put together a resource pack, and I've been helping to shape that using some experience I have in work of kind of drafting materials for the public, but also really with that insight of having taken part and understanding what was helpful And having heard from other people in the group, what was helpful as well. So it wasn't just about my own experience of that. So it's been really great to be able to use that help with the writing, which has been really fun, and feel like I'm really making a difference. So that hopefully it's more helpful to the people taking part and can have even more of an impact. So I think one of the key things with that is that smaller health charities aren't normally in a position to really hands-on address the psychological impacts of having a long-term condition. And so there's a lot of signposting out to NHS services and other mental health services, but we know there's a lot of pressure on those. And so this has really been this opportunity for Cardiomyopathy UK to really firsthand address the impact of it, while also knowing the condition so well, which is really, really key because it affects people in really particular ways. The fact that they worked with a psychologist and now people with lived experience to develop this very specifically for people with cardiomyopathy, and to really bring together both some of the central bits around the thinking and the different ways of addressing it, but also the really practical elements it was really person focused. And it's just been such a great opportunity to be part of that, but also I think so great for the charity that they are able to do this and provide this for a group of people where most people don't know about cardiomyopathy until it does affect you.